Hundreds of people are now without a job in the new year after Hallmark announced some layoffs today. The company plans to lay off about 400 people. These layoffs will impact Hallmark's greeting card business, retail business, and corporate support functions. Most impacted employees will be notified over the next few days. No word right now on how many local employees will be affected by this. Hallmark says the layoffs are part of the company's transformation to keep up with the changing retail environment.
You know, Hallmark isn't the only company that announced layoffs today. Other workers here in the Metro now without jobs after being laid off. 41 Action News anchor Cynthia Newsome is here to tell us what's happening and why. Cynthia.
Well, the saying goes, first the holiday shopping season, then the layoffs. According to economic experts, that's typically what happens. It's a business decision by the companies, but the impact on laid off workers is personal. There is nothing like the sting of being laid off, especially for workers at Premier Surfaces in Riverside, Missouri.
We are notified by email. The email was just as cold and concise as it could possibly be. 200
workers at the Riverside plant were fired without notice, without severance pay, and without health insurance.
We're not going to take this laying down, whether it's legal action or whether they, see the light that this isn't right. We're going to get taken care of one way or the other.
Russell Stover in Kansas City is also falling victim to layoffs. Its parent company announced 300 positions nationwide are being eliminated. Less than 10 Kansas City workers will lose their jobs. Unlike Premier Surfaces, Russell Stover workers will get severance pay and bonuses. And Kansas City-based Hallmark Cards is reducing its workforce by approximately 400 employees worldwide. Company executives said the changes will enable Hallmark to invest in new growth strategies. Economist Gill explains companies are not panicking, but they are concerned about a possible recession.
I think the story of the first quarter is going to be layoffs, caution, retrenching, worrying about what the rest of the year is going to look like. Retailers are reporting that they had very good revenue and they had good traffic and lousy profits. People were coming in and buying the stuff that was on sale and bolting for the door.
He says layoffs will affect some major companies, retailers, small businesses, and restaurants.
There's a huge demand for labor, and there's a huge labor shortage in manufacturing, construction, transportation, even the service sector. So the average length of time that people are out of work now is less than 2 weeks.
Gill said recent tensions between the U.S. and Iran and Iraq are also making businesses and markets nervous. Many companies that announced they were planning to expand in the first quarter of this year are now deciding to wait and see what happens. Cynthia Newsome, 41 Action News.